5. If you're finished, unload, show clear, slide. Stand by. If you're
stand by.
Stand by. If you are finished,
stand by. Finish on one show clear. Hey! Stand by. Stand by. Unload and stroke. Stand by. If you're finished, unload, stroke clear.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Indiana State Championship match. If you have watched to this far, I just wanted to talk to you guys about what went south on this match, why I did so bad. Number one, I got to bed at, I think, 11 o'clock the night before. I was up getting some gear ready and dry firing, just making sure I was totally ready for this match. The next day I woke up at 3 o'clock, went and picked up my dad, and we both went to the match, and I had to be there by, I think, the match started at 8 or 7:45. I wanted to be there right at daylight so I could walk the stages and stuff. So I was pretty tired, only running on 4 hours of sleep, and I ended up actually having to pull over and let my dad drive, and I was able to get like a 30-minute nap in before the match. But got there, walked all the stages, and I felt really good for the first half of the stages, and then on the stage where I had the malfunction with the gun, tight barrel fit, limp wristed the gun, and I'm assuming not enough oil was just the combination of everything why I had that issue. There was a round that started to go up into the chamber, but it just didn't go all the way forward. So when I put the new mag in, I dropped a mag, and that round was stuck there. I put the new round in, and what happened is the mag was pushing up on the bottom of that round, as far as I can tell. It was pushing up on the bottom of that round and just caused it to jam up there. So when I racked it, nothing happened because that round was stuck there and the mag was still there, or the mag was pushing up on that bottom round, so nothing happened. I had to drop the mag, rack the slide, get that round to fall out, put a new mag in. It just cost me a lot of time. Well, before that stage, we sat there for an hour and 45 minutes waiting for the lunch break to end. And the range officers, I never even got my lunch that I was supposed to get. They were supposed to bring me lunch. I never even got my lunch. The range officers would not let us shoot through. They sat there for an hour and 15 minutes before their food showed up. We had to wait for them to finish eating, which was their 30-minute lunch break. So it was just a big mess. By the time I had gotten up to shoot, I was tired, wore out, lost all of my adrenaline, and it took me a lot to get it back. Anyways, so that was that stage. The next stage was like the super big, long, I think 52 rounds or 50 round stage. I was like, you know what? I've already lost the match. I'm going to go as hard and as fast as I can. And it actually turned out pretty good. I did decent on that stage. But anyways, that was just a couple of the things that happened. There was a lot of stuff that happened at this match that I could put excuses on, and I could blame it on. But it all comes down to I made poor choices. I put a brand new barrel in my gun right before a match. I did not oil the gun. I chose to go to bed late and wake up super early. My dad offered to drive me to the match, and I said no. I was fine, and I would drive it. It was a 3.5-hour drive, so I could have slept for 3.5 hours while he drove, but I chose to do it myself. Just things like that. And when you're going to a match, especially a state match, you can't afford to be tired. You can't afford to make poor choices, and you got to make sure your gear's ready. And I just didn't do that. But 2 weeks after this, I went to nationals and finished 5th place. I went to nationals with zero confidence because of this match. I went to Indiana State, did horrible. I finished 5th place. I should have gotten first. The competition was stacked, but I don't care what you say. If I didn't have all those malfunctions and those brain farts and all that with those stages, I would have been fine. I guarantee you I would have been at least top 3, but I finished 5th place there. And then I go into nationals and I finished 5th place, which was really good, finishing 5th place against the top shooters in the country. I went there with no confidence, but I went there with so much knowledge. I knew I needed to keep my gun oiled. I was able to shoot another, I think, 1,500 rounds or 2,000 rounds before I went to the match, so I knew it was well broke in. I made sure that the whole time during that match I stayed rested, hydrated. I did not. I made sure I was drinking, 3 or 4 bottles per shooting, per day, I guess, because you got the AM, PM, AM was our schedule. So during the match while I was shooting, I was drinking 3 or 4 bottles, and then just throughout the rest of the day, I'd make sure I was drinking plenty of water. So I learned a lot at that match at Indiana State that prepped me for nationals. So I'm not looking at it as necessarily a loss because I learned way too much to consider it a loss. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you guys for watching so far, and ready for the 2026 season. We're getting ready to go shoot. It'll be South Carolina Sectional, I think. Yep, South Carolina Sectional in March. And so far that's the only match I'm signed up for. That I've got IPSC Nats in Pittsburgh, which that's not going to be until I believe September or August, somewhere around there. And then I've got a slot for Nationals. I'll be on the Super Squad for Nationals, Race Gun Nationals, which will be in Ohio. So those are the only 3 matches I'm signed up for. We'll see. I don't know really where I'm going to be shooting next, but we're looking forward to the 2026 season. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.